I may have heard from someone that those two slippers behind me are meant to symbolize the slippers of Buddha, and anyone who touches them will be blessed in his or her travel. So I'm gonna go there because I travel a lot and I want to be blessed in my travels. Of course, come on, let's go. Those are really big slippers. May I be blessed in my travels. I am currently in Narita. Konnichiwa! Hi, good afternoon everyone, and I have just arrived in Tokyo and it is really cold. I'm on my way to my hostel. Sobrang lamig, naiiyak na ako, but I'm surviving. I know I'm going to enjoy this experience. By the way, I'd like to thank Cebu Pacific for the free ticket. So if you ever get delayed, and I wish no one gets delayed on their international flights, but if you do get delayed, wish that your flight gets delayed for around 6 hours, because the passenger bill of rights will require the airline to provide you with a free voucher. So that's what happened to me. That's why I'm here in Japan, you know, without a moment's notice. I just suddenly booked on my flight and I'm here in Tokyo, taking the metro. Where? I'm not sure yet. Let's figure it out later. First stop, of course, Yodobashi. Okay, it is my first night in Tokyo and I'm just doing a bit of shopping, and of course you walk around so much you get hungry. So I typed in Google best ramen in the area, and it brought me here to this place. I hope Google is accurate on this one. 3A. So Google was not mistaken when it recommended this restaurant.
Akihabara です。2番線の電車は中御徒町 H16。ドアが閉まります。新木場、新木場。
Alright, I'm here in Odaiba, in the diverse city Tokyo Mall, to see the giant Gundam statue. Gundam. Alright, that big toy behind me is a life-size replica of the Gundam RX-0. Now, I know manga fans are gonna kill me, but RX-0 sounds like a model of a camera from Sony. But anyway, earlier we saw its transformation from its unicorn mode, which is how it looks like now, to the defense mode. I don't know. Whew. Finally, after that really long and stressful trip from Tokyo. I'm finally here in Nikko. This is a World Heritage Site, and I hope to see a lot of old temples and shrines, and basically just have a taste of feudal Imperial Japan. I don't know much. I hadn't done my research yet. I just know that this is a World Heritage Site and that it's a good break from the glass and concrete monotony of Tokyo. I'm off to see a shrine, possibly the most important shrine here in Nikko. And after that, I guess I'll just have to see what else I can do with the small amount of time that I have here. Alright, I'm now on the local train going back to Tokyo from Nikko. It's a local train because it's not an express train. It's basically almost an hour longer than the express train. Yes, just futon. Right, good morning everyone. I am here at Lake Kawaguchiko, and behind me is the majestic Mount Fuji, of course. It's the sun is rising, but like 20 minutes earlier it was like -5, and I was not really excited to get out of bed in my heated room. But wow, this is so worth it. I mean, coming out here into this lake just to witness the sun rising and illuminating the face of Mount Fuji. It's just an amazing experience. I mean, I have been to Mount Fuji myself 2 years ago, but you know, looking at it from this distance and also seeing its reflection, which apparently even has a Japanese name. It's so, I'm here. At first, I was like, oh, it's so cold, I can't survive this, but I'm very, very happy that I went to Kawaguchiko. Hello, Mount Fuji. Here's another side of Lake Kawaguchiko. Well, you don't see Mount Fuji from here, but it's so peaceful. This is the western side. Not a lot of people live here, according to my host. So I don't hear anything except the sound of my voice and the sound of those crows flying overhead. I wonder what those crows are meant to signify, but it's so nice here. I really, really like this peaceful part of Japan. So that behind me is the Engakuji temple. It's one of the leading Zen temples here in Japan, and it was built in the 13th century, initially after an invasion from the Mongols. So it's so beautiful. It's just a few steps from the Kita Kamakura station. Kamakura is a very popular day trip from Japan, from Tokyo rather, because it's so near. I actually accessed this from Yokohama, so I got here in around 45 minutes. So I'm still here at Kamakura, and I'm here particularly in this temple called the Tokeiji temple. It's known as the divorce temple because before the time when Japanese women could initiate divorce against their husbands, this was a place where they would seek refuge from their abusive husbands or mothers-in-law. That's the literature that I read before coming here. So very, very interesting. It's a beautiful garden. I can imagine this must be even more stunning during spring. So that behind me is the great Buddha of Kamakura. It's not bigger than its counterpart in Nara, but A lot of people come here to see it. It's you know, it's not so easy to get to. You have to get to Kamakura from there, either walk for 30 minutes or take the train or take the bus. I took the bus, which is a cheaper option. But what surprises me is that there's so many people here right now. I was here in spring and there were like maybe 20 people. But there are like hundreds of people now, so I'm surprised that people would come out during winter and actually come here to see this landmark in Buddhist Japan. Now here's a really interesting store just outside the Great Buddha in Kamakura. It's a place where you can buy replicas, Japanese replica swords. So, you know, finally something to smite my enemies with. I've actually been here before, and my friend Brian bought several swords. So let's go check it out. Oof. Let me just say that I did not leave this sword store unscathed. This is the Churugaoka Hachimanga Shrine. It's said to be the most important shrine here in Kamakura, and as you can see, a lot of people are queuing to get up there. It's not an old shrine actually, it was built fairly recently compared to all the other landmarks here. But as you can see, a lot of Japanese are coming here to go up these stairs and to see the shrine and I guess perform their religious beliefs. Hey guys! Guess what? Tira nyo kung sino nakasalubong ko dito sa Yokohama. Nakita ko lang sa Chinatown, pakalat-kalat. Walang iba ako si TJ. Hi Teej!
Ininvite ako.
I'm currently here in Asakusa, and behind me is a very famous Buddhist temple called Sensoji. And a lot of people come here. Earlier I went up and people were throwing coins to the center of the temple. And I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but I guess it's supposed to offer money and prayers for whatever it is that you're asking from Buddha. And apart from the temple, people also come here for the food. A lot of stalls here where you can buy anything that you'd like to eat. And a lot of people are also here wearing kimonos. So this is the Hozamon Gate. It stands in front of the Sensoji Temple here in Asakusa. We are here at the Imperial Gardens of Tokyo. This behind me is the biggest Godzilla statue here in Tokyo. It's not so big actually if you compare it to the Gundam statue that we saw in Odaiba City the other day. But at 3 meters, it is the biggest, I suppose, full Godzilla statue, because there's a Godzilla head in Shinjuku, but that doesn't count because it's just a head on top of a building. This one is actually an entire statue of Godzilla. Andito ko ngayon sa tapat ng bus ni Dr. Jose Rizal. Inilagay siya dito noong 1961. Apparently, si Dr. Jose Rizal pumunta ng Japan at tumira siya sa Tokyo Hotel. At yung Tokyo Hotel, nung panahon yun, noong 19th century, was located in this area. Andito lang tayo actually sa labas, no, sa perimeter ng Imperial Palace. So isipin mo, si Dr. Jose Rizal, nakarating siya dito sa Japan at yung mga Hapon, siguro na rin yung sa tulong ng gobyerno ng Pilipinas, in-honor nila yung pagbisita ni Dr. Jose Rizal dito sa bansang Hapon. I really don't get why people like standing up really early at the airport and lining up when you can just sit and wait for the line to, you know, get shorter. At least you don't get too tired or get too antsy from all that standing up, from lining up. Well, I'm not lazy, but at least my feet are gonna love me